welcome to Chord on Guitar. We have Wish Beautiful Wednesday. Wish Wednesday, opportunity for you guys to wish for songs here on Chord on Guitar and for me to bring it up for you. So this time we have a wisher called Raphael 35B46. Yeah, you wished for Starset Die For You. So great song from Starset. So this is special for you, Raphael, and for all you Starset fans. And if you're a fan of Starset, they will come back here. I'm pretty sure about that pretty soon as well. I know that. So stay tuned here on Chord on Guitar. Anyway, now let's dive into this Die For You song. So this one is about 6 chords. That is what we need for the song, and to make it really clean and easy to handle. Okay, so it's a pretty complex song, many sounds, big sounds like this, and we will do it on one guitar. Yeah, of course, everything is possible, so let's go. No need for any cape on this one. And yeah, we'll start with the chords. So let's start with the A sharp chord. All right, sounds like that. So you need a bar here on the first fret and from the A string and down. So from the bottom and up, 5 strings, and the rest will be 3rd here on D string, 3rd on G, and 3rd on B. Right, next chord will be G minor. So another bar, this time on the 3rd fret, all strings, and the rest will be 5th on A and 5th on D. Then we have a D minor. So that is open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 1st E. Let's move on with C. So 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. Then we have F. So bar again here on the 1st fret, this time all strings, and the rest will be 3rd on A, 3rd on D, and 2nd on G. And the final chord will be A. Alright, so that is open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 2nd B, and open E. So there we have the chords: A sharp, G minor, D minor, C, F, and A. Alright, so we have this intro. It's about 4 chords, and you will play just 1 down per chord. So it's A sharp, then G minor, then D minor, and then C. Alright, and now starts the actual song with the first verse. Alright, so before we start with the chords and so, we need to look at the strumming pattern. It's very easy. We'll use this strumming pattern almost through the entire song. So D minor will be now the first chord. It starts in the first verse with D minor. So grab that D minor, and one strumming around will sound like this. And that's it. All right. So it's down, up, clap, down, up, clap. All right. So down and a short break like down, up, clap. Okay. So pretty easy. All right. So when you do up here, I can just mention that you don't need to go like this, full up like you do on down. It's just enough to hit the top strings like E and B. On the way up with your thumb, you just twist like that, and that's enough with the up. So that's just some technique stuff there. Down, up, clap. That's what you need. That is 1 round. So the verse will be D minor, 2 strumming rounds, and then C, 2 strumming rounds. That short little alternating chord progression there, D minor 2, C2, you play that for 4 rounds, and that is your first verse. So I'm gonna play a couple rounds for you. D minor 2, C2. Let's go. so on. So pretty easy. That takes us to the pre-chorus after 4 rounds of that. You will continue in the same way with the pre-chorus, and if you look at D minor 2 and C2 as 1 round, you will play for another 2 rounds in the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus starts the lyrics because I know you're lost when you're run away. So that's where we are. 2 rounds of D minor 2, C2, and that is your pre-chorus. And that takes us to the first chorus. In the lyrics, even if the sky does fall, and so on. All right. So here we will continue with the down up clap. Okay, but we will have some different rhythm going on here. So I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna play first for you, so you get the picture of how it should sound, and then we're gonna explain how it's done. So it will be 2 rounds of the following chords: A sharp, 2 strumming rounds, G minor, 2 strumming rounds. Then you're gonna land on F, just 1 down, and then you go D minor, 2 strumming rounds, and C, 2 strumming rounds. So if you look at all these chords as 1 round, you will play that for 2 rounds, and that will be your chorus. So again, A sharp 2, G minor 2, F just 1 down, D minor 2, and C2. That will sound like this, and then we're gonna explain it. All right, so that was 1 round. You play that for 2 rounds, and that is your chorus. Now, how do we do it? All right, so let's start with the A sharp chord. So you're gonna play 2 strumming rounds for that, in the same way as you play the other rounds here for the verse and pre-chorus. So down, up, clap, down, up, clap. As soon as you play the second final clap here on the A sharp, you immediately shift to the G minor. So the transition there will be like this. Down, up, clap, down, up, clap, G, up, clap, down, up, clap. Okay? So down, up, clap, down, up, clap, down. And after this first down in G minor, you have a little longer break or pause there. So so that is the A sharp and G minor chord. And as soon as you play the final clap on the G minor, you immediately again shift to F and play 1 down only. All right, so if we connect these 3 chords, it will be like this from A sharp. That is how it goes. Okay, so 1 step at a time. Now we're playing the F. So as soon as you play F, so from G minor, and then comes the D minor. So from F, it's just a quick stepping stone to the D minor. All right. So I'm gonna play from the beginning now, from A sharp, and I'm gonna play F and include even the next chord, which will be 2 rounds of D minor. So it sounds like this. All right, so that is how you play D minor, just 2 standard strumming rounds of D minor. And in the same way here, after you play the D minor final clap there, you will go quickly immediately to C and play the final chord there, C, for 2 rounds. And that shift will be from D minor to C, will be in exact same way as you play the A sharp to G minor. So very quick. So from D minor, it goes like this, 2 rounds to C, 2 rounds. So when you play the D minor, you play directly to C, and after the first down on C, that is a longer pause, exactly in the same way as the first 2 chords, A sharp to G minor, As soon as you play the G minor first time down, it's a longer pause and then it comes. So kind of to summarize this rhythm here in the chorus, you kind of fall forwards through the entire chord progression there. It goes like dun 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 dun. I like this, okay? So you're always stepping on the next chord immediately after the first one. So I'm gonna take it slow for you now, a little bit slower than the standard tempo, and then we're gonna play it in standard. So let's go from A sharp. Again, goes like this for 2 rounds. Now, standard tempo will be so just some technique stuff here. When you go from F, all right, the next chord, because F is very quickly played from G minor to F, and from F you really need to kind of quickly change to D minor. My suggestion here is to keep your middle finger, which you're using here on the F, on the 2nd fret G string. Keep that, like that's the thing you really need to focus on here, to go to D minor, all right? So you will need that one from F to the D minor. That makes the transition and switch that much faster and easier. You have more control over it, right? Then if you just go like this and go back to D minor, it could be hard to find the correct position there right away because it goes pretty fast there. So from G minor to F, so you keep that middle finger. Just some techniques out there throw in here and there for you to be able to handle the chords better. All right, so 2 rounds of that chord progression and that will be your chorus, right? So after that comes a second verse that is played in the same way as the first one, and the same goes with the next pre-chorus and even the next chorus, played in the same way as the first pre and choruses. All right, so after this second chorus comes an instrumental part. Okay, so this one is again a repetition of the chorus play. So it will play the A sharp to the G minor, land on F, and then D minor and C. Exactly the same way for 2 rounds. So you can say after the second chorus, it repeats itself with another chorus in the same way as the second one and first one. So that's the instrumental part if you want to do that. After this instrumental part, we are at the bridge part in the lyrics, and if the sun grows cold and so on. All right, so here we will keep the same strumming pattern, all right, and just some different chords. So now it will be 2 rounds of the following chords: D minor, 1 round, then F, 1 round, then G minor, 2 rounds, then A sharp, 2 rounds, and A, 2 rounds. Okay, so that chord progression: D minor 1, F1, G minor 2, A sharp 2, A2. That chord progression will play for 2 rounds. We can stop there because we have a final part left still in the bridge part, but we'll stick to this first chord progression. I'm gonna play it through for you first, and then I'll explain how it's done with the rhythm. All right, so let's go from D minor 1. All right, so that is how we do it. So D minor 1. Then you shift to F, and when you play this F, you go immediately after this F to the G minor and play that for 2 rounds. So F1 and then G minor 2. So you use the same kind of rhythm here as you play for the chorus. So F again. And immediately after a clap, you shift to the G minor and play 2 rounds. And the first down there, you keep that pause a little bit longer, all right? In the same way as the chorus. So again, from D minor, 1 round. Then F, G minor, 2 rounds. And then you just keep the A sharp for 2 rounds and A for 2 rounds in a standard way. Play for 2 rounds. So. When you play that for 2 rounds, you are in the lyrics, still in the bridge part. I'll be in your afterglow. So in afterglow, you're gonna play the G minor and the final chord will be C. But these last 2 chords, the G minor and C, you will play only downs and you will play 16 fast downs for each chord. So G minor 16, C 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and C. That, all right? And if you need to count, if you don't go by feel, I suggest that you count to 4 like I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That way you will have more control over the timing here to shift and so on. So that will be the bridge parts. D minor, F, G minor, A sharp, and A. That chord progression times 2, and then you end with 16 downs on G minor and 16 downs on C. All right. After that bridge part comes the final chorus, and the first chords will be just 1 down per chord. So it starts in the lyrics, even if the sky does fall. You know that by now. You're going to play 1 down on D minor, then 1 down on A sharp, then 1 down on F, and 1 down on C. And now comes the standard chord progression for 1 round. So like that, okay? And then after that comes an outro part, all right? So that is another chorus play for 2 rounds. So you just continue this A sharp, and so on. We know that by now for 2 rounds, and it ends with the final kind of interlude part that is the ending of this song. So you're just gonna play 1 down per chord, and the chords will be for 2 rounds first: D minor, F, C, and then G minor. All right, so you play that for 2 rounds. And then you play D minor, F, A minor, and G minor for 2 rounds. 1 down per chord like that, and that will summarize Starset's Die For You. All right, so a cool, powerful song there from Starset, and I really enjoyed this one. So thank you, Raphael 35B46, for showing us this song. I hope you specifically enjoyed this one, and all you Starset fans. So like I said in the beginning of the tutorial, watch Chord on Guitar, because more is coming from Starset. I can promise that in a couple of weeks, at least one. So see you soon, guys. Hope you enjoy it, and continue wish here on Chord on Guitar. Perhaps your song will show up here. So play tuned.